Heyo, how's everybody doing? You know who it is. This is EonShiKeno, back with some more Starcraft 2 commentaries. We've got a ZvZ today. Actually, it's a best of 3. We've got HWBG Giantt. I don't know if that's a clan or if it's homework. I don't know what the GW stands for. No clue. Anyways, Giantt, I'll call him Giantt, will be our Zerg player down the bottom of a Metalopolis. His opponent on the left side over here will be the green Zerg player BLY, who, based on Wikipedia, is not currently in a clan, but he used to be an Empire, so he's definitely been around the block before. And I watched a set of some series of his games from the Antec Cup, the Antec Cup #1, like 2 or 3 days ago, and he had some really fun games. So he's a very entertaining Zerg player, and he always loves to do this, you know, this get extractor trick with the geyser. Some people still love doing that. Most people nowadays just go for the, you know, 9 Overlord, 2 drones, and then after that. So some people still have that extractor trick. I mean, I can understand it. You love seeing that extractor blow up and crap fly over the place. That can be pretty entertaining. So we're in a situation where both players can see exactly what each other's doing, and normally the way this goes is both players go for a hatch first, and we see a pretty much standard game after that. Is that in the right? Okay, that for a second this looked in the wrong spot, but I guess it's right. But yeah, both players can go for hatch first. It's kind of what you do, and then both players drone up until one of them throws down a pool first. It's kind of like playing chicken on the road, if you've ever done that. I do it all the time. Just kidding. Or you're driving down the road and you're going straight into another person, and it's like, no, you swerve. And it's like, no, you swerve. And it's kind of like whoever just throws down the pool first, he loses. I mean, that's how it is. You throw down the pool first, you lost. So you threw, BLY threw down the pool first. I don't know, that's not boding well for him. Anyways, gas is out there, so both players have the exact same build so far. And what are we going to have going on in this game? Oh, while they're doing some macro, I'll talk about Code S. Oh my god, Group C Code S round of 16. If you're a Protoss player, you need to watch basically every one of those games from that whole day of Code S. Group C. Parting, MC, just some great Protoss games in there. I learned a lot of stuff about Protoss, and I mean, some really, really great Protoss play. So go check that out if you're one of those aspiring Protoss players that wants to get better. Anyways, 2 queens coming out for both players, metabolic boost coming out for both players. They're doing the exact same stuff. It's kind of what you do. 2 Zerglings out for BLY. Does his opponent have any Zerglings? Nope, no Zerglings yet. So we have the army lead here. He's made Zerglings. That's the difference. Look at this economy. Look at this spending tab. That's pretty close. Doesn't get much closer than that. Anyways, heading down here. I'm going to go check out his opponent. Pulled some guys off gas, so he's going to be droning up for a little bit. Spinecrawler going to go down. Okay, so we've already seen both players' play styles kind of shine right here. Giantt going for the Spinecrawler defensive, and BLY going for the Bailing Nest. And from the replays I saw, he loves playing aggressive. I saw a replay where he made, it was a ZVP, and he threw down probably 10 Nidus Worms, because he just wanted to get in his opponent's base. He had Overlord on each side of the opponent's base, so he's throwing up Nidus left, Nidus right, and he's just going back and forth. I don't know how much money that Protoss player lost from pulling his probes off to kill those Nidus Worms, but eventually he got in there with enough Nidus Worms. It was quite a hilarious game. Very fun game here. So Roach Warren coming up. So like I said, Giantt going to be on the defense of another Spinecrawler going to go down. Zergling's coming out. So we're going to see a Bailing bust coming from BLY. And he's got a lot more Zerglings than his opponent. Giantt's like, uh-oh, too many. Turning around, turning tail and run. And he's got 4 more with the lead right now. 12 more on the, yeah, it was 12 more on the way. And he's going to make some Bailings out here. And does Giantt see this? He has to know it's coming. Yeah, he can see the Bailings there. He's well aware of this. And BLY is going to go for a bust. So let's check the worker tab real quick. 27 versus 23. So the lead is here for Giantt. So if he can hold this off with the Roaches, he should be pretty good. Roaches are not out yet, but he's got a pretty nice wall. He's got Queens on the ramps, pulling drones from the expansion into the main. Well, I like that. And getting up there to the ramps, Zergling's going to try and focus fire. Kill on the Queens. Yes, they're going to get that Queen. If they can do that, they can do some damage. Spinecrawler's still alive, taking a lot of hits. Those Banelings want to connect there with those drones. They're not getting back there. That Spinecrawler's still alive. Now they're going to get in. Banelings are in the main. Giant needs to get out of there. He does not want to lose those drones. Oh my god, what was that? 6 drone kills right there. Nice job with the Banelings. And these drones are kind of like, do I have to be the one? Come on. You're letting me sit here just to take the hits. But, so Giant does hold. Now both players are going to go back to droning with a slight lead for BLY after that trade. So are we going to see a counterattack here from Giant, or is he just going to try and poke, or actually maybe fake an attack? I'm not sure what he thinks he can accomplish with 4 roaches that are like half-life and a couple Zerglings. Anyways, he's going to give it a shot. Now he's going to turn around. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, there's no reason to send those 4 roaches across the map against Banelings and Zerglings. Not really worth it. And, I mean, it's just an Overlord party hanging out here. This is kind of what you see in every ZvZ in this situation. Both players just throwing their Overlords all along this whole pathway here just to keep an eye out for stuff. I personally like to keep at least 1 over here. That way if any Zergling run-bys occur, you can check those out. Especially if you're going to go on the offensive and you're worried about counterattacks. So just a different preference. But no, you need to watch out those Banelings. Those roaches are pushing up. They're going to snipe a Baneling and run back like that there. Every chance you got, take a free kill. Why not? It's like a present. Presents are free. Take all of the presents. Giving me all the free presents. And so did he move these spine crawlers around? Did that one go down here? And it's interesting. I think he swapped these spine crawlers because this one was low. Unless he healed this one and this one was also low. I don't know. I'm confused about spine crawlers. 2 gas going up here for BLY. He's setting up the lair and he's throwing on some spine crawlers. He wants to play defense. He's worried about it. He's worried about a counterattack plus 1 roaches attack on the way. And now that's going to finish just in time for this counterattack for Giant. Now, is he going to get there before those spine crawlers finish? He might get there. Yep. My eyes do not deceive me. He should get there before those spine crawlers finish, but there's a lot of Zerglings, and those roaches are all alone. He's going to need some units up here to deal with. He's got a lot of Zerglings, but there's no Banelings for Giant. He's just going to have to brute force his way in here. Zerglings get in everywhere, and Zergling's going to try and get in the back, or Baneling's going to try and get in the back, connect with the Zerglings. And I love this play here. He's just using the Zerglings to kill the roaches. Now the Zerglings get in the back. BLY, oh wow, is he going to defend this? Yeah, he holds it off, even without the spine crawlers. Roaches trying to reinforce their way in here, but there's not that many now. There's only 2 here. Even the +1 attack, it's not going to be enough. That roach is going to get taken, picked off, and that was a not a very successful attack for Giant. He definitely would have been better off waiting back and just chilling out for a little bit and getting his 3rd base up, playing a little bit safer. It didn't work out, and BLY played that really well. By putting those Zerglings, or actually by forcing Giant to run his Zerglings away, the fight essentially came down to like 7 roaches versus 30 lings, and those 30 lings just stomped those roaches because they were all spread out. They weren't really compact very well. So you have a Zergling run by here on the right side. This is what I was talking about. This is why you need at least 1 Overlord over here to keep an eye on these pesky Zerglings. Going to run up here and check out your 3rd, and you're like, what the hell? Where do these Zerglings come from? I've got Overlords all over the place. Anyways, Zergling's going to come to the top, scouted out by Giant. That's going to force BLY to cancel, or maybe he can just wait for some Zergling reinforcements. Yep, plenty of Zerglings moving on up. Moving on up to the side. And now, yep, plenty of reinforcements here. BLY is going to be happy to see that, and these Zerglings are just going to get... They're trying to blow some Banelings up there. They did get 1. Another hatchery on the way for BLY. And so let's check the worker count while we're at it. 54 versus 44, so the worker lead is going for Giant. Giant did some nice droning behind that attack he had there. So while the attack didn't go so well, he got a nice worker lead, and he's going to... BLY's catching up. BLY just made a couple more, so 58 versus 50. So he's not... He's ahead by 8, which is still quite a bit, but... I don't know, I think BLY's feeling pretty comfortable after that defending of the attack, and also considering he's got 10 Mutalisks on the way, but this Overlord saw it. The Overlord saw the Spire, and he's thrown up 9 Spore Crawlers. That is a lot of Spore Crawlers. That's a lot of money to throw up to defend against 10 Mutalisks. And defending Mutalisks with just pure Spore Crawlers is kind of annoying because they're going to lose all your Overlords, and we're probably going to see the mass exodus of these Overlords from the map. There's really no reason Giant shouldn't have pulled these away a long time ago. Now they're going to die, and he's going to probably get supply blocked. If he loses all 4 of these Overlords, that's going to be bad news bears for Giant. Giant is rebuilding too as we speak. +1 on the way. More Muta on the way, and +1 attack on the way for the Muta. It seems like BLY is going to stick with these Mutalisks. We're going to have to see a transition into Infestors and probably throw in a couple of Hydra maybe for Giant if he wants to do some type of aggressive play here, because with that many Muta, they can do quite a bit of damage. So these Muta need to watch out. They're right there in the middle of all those Spore Crawlers. Now they're taking a lot of damage, and they're going to fall back. But he's just going to look around, try and find some more overlords, but there's none to speak of. He's going to snipe a queen. Yes, he does. He snipes a queen, and he's going to go for the second one. Yep. Make it a twofer. Takes out that queen. He just figures, you know what, I'm already here. Let's take out the Spore Crawler. Got like 15 meter versus 1 Spore Crawler. I'll make that trade, but he sacrifices a Mutalisk for it. And he's got Banelings. Whoa, he just morphed those like right outside his opponent's base, and he's going straight in there. Getting a couple of drone kills. There's not that many drones here. He's going to go right for the gas, and actually that connected pretty well. So that was kind of cool. He just morphs some Banelings right up here in this position. And roaches are going across the map. What the hell are you doing, Giant? These guys do not attack air. They don't do anything well in this situation. I'm going to pull those guys back and play a little more defensive. So he's got pathogen glands on the way. He's got a lot of gas. He can make a yep, there we go. A lot of infestors. But BLY is just doing so much damage here. Let's check the worker kill count while he's slaughtering those guys. 24 versus 2. A lot of damage here from BLY. +1 is really close to being finished. Those meter are a little low. And he's got free reign to just kill a whole bunch of overlords over here. He got 2. You know, he's going to sneak on out there. Those infestors are about halfway done. And as soon as those infestors come out, he'll be able to do a nice big push here. But he's just done so much damage. BLY has done so much damage with these Zerglings, with these Muta. And these Zerglings can just run in here and kill these Spore Crawlers off. There's not really anything to stop him at this point. He doesn't have any of his own Zerglings out at this point. He's just going to run it. And now there's just one Spore Crawler in here to defend against one over here in the back. And now the infestors come out. Oh, no, he missed it. There's a good fungal. He's going to get these guys. Those are going to die. Another fungal is going to chain fungal those. And right now you want to see BLY split up his Mutalisks, force him to cast more fungals on a fewer number of Mutalisks, just to make it as least efficient as possible. Now, what are these Mutas just running or being rallied across the map? Oh no, that could have been so badly. He could have got jumped right there. And he just threw down another fungal, but he's reinforcing with Zerglings. It's kind of just Infester. We really need to see some more Zerglings coming at a Giant, but he doesn't have any. And this just reinforcement of Zerglings are taking out all the Infestors. Giant's just army composition is really bad at this point. Zerglings are just killing everything. Zerglings and Muta, just nice splits here with the Muta, actually. A huge supply lead for BLY. Over double Giants at this point, and there's the GG. Giant is going to lose the game. BLY is going to go up 1-0 versus Giant, and I don't know what event this is from. But anyways, BLY continuing his aggressive playstyle against Giant. I got to say, the whole game he seemed pretty well in control. All of his attacks worked out pretty well, and I mean, even with Giant's counterattack, he didn't even need the spine crawlers, and he still held it off. So it was like he invested like all that money in spine crawlers, which he didn't really have to. But you know, just to be on the safe side, he wasn't sure what Giant was going with. But overall, great play from BLY in this ZvZ series. Game number 2 is going to come up next. See you guys later.